ep.2.
I just call it monthly review. Mind you, if I leave my home
If I
menu open
name it
too
just
long.
month in review, it'll flag it as a copy of another one
Ah.
in my channel.
Yeah, I've got a monthly review episode 2.
I'm going to announce a change of our name from Templar Brotherhood to Templar Order to reflect diversity in gender.
Alright. I'm actually
as well.
streaming right now, by the way, so that was already thrown in.
Alright, well, there it is. Alright, I'm starting my broadcast. Okay, welcome, brother Templars and sister Templars, to the month in review. You got anything you want to start us off with, Brother X?
Nope, I got nothing.
Or do you want me to just start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright then, first order of business is, like I said, we are now the Templar Order instead of the Templar Brotherhood to reflect change in gender diversity. We now have female Templars, so it is, I think it's for the best, and most of the officers agreed in informal session that it was a good change anyway, so we have an informal majority on that. I'd like to start with a discussion of Templar law, since it's not clear to everyone.
Because that one needs fucking done.
Yes, it does. I agree. I've got it comprehensive here. I believe there are 9. If I miscounted, please correct me. All right, Templar law. This is it, guys. This is everything you need to know about it, and it's easy to follow. Most of you follow it by instinct anyway because you're good people. All right, infighting is prohibited. Okay. This is why I have an open door policy. You got a problem with another Templar, bring it to me. Do not confront them directly. It will be kept completely anonymous. Your name will never be mentioned. You know.
And if Tread's not on, send it to me.
Exactly. If I'm not on, or if I'm unavailable, Brother Executioner here is acting Commander-in-Chief. Okay, and we'll go over that too, the rank structure and who the officers are and what exactly their jobs are. The punishments for infighting. The first offense will result in disciplinary tribunal. Second offense, immediate dishonorable discharge. Okay, number 2, pretty easy. Trolling is prohibited. Trolling of any kind. Okay. Punishment, immediate dishonorable discharge. We had a serious case of trolling where there was a false emergency that wasted a lot of our times, and it's also why we don't accept Templars under the age of 16 anymore, so you can blame Ghost Sniped because it was his friggin' fault. Spamming chats is prohibited, or any other Templar media or forum.
Oh, God, sorry, that was my phone being retarded.
That's okay. The punishment for spamming chats. First offense is an informal warning. Second offense, administrative warning. Third offense, counseling tribunal. Fourth offense, disciplinary tribunal with possibility of dishonorable discharge for trolling, because at that point it would be considered trolling on purpose. You've already had 3 chances by that fucking point, you know. All right, pretty simple. Next one's pretty simple too. All of these are really. Posting lewd or pornographic images on any Templar public media or forum is prohibited. The punishment for this is immediate dishonorable discharge. Racism, hate-mongering, or bullying of any kind is prohibited. Punishment is the same, immediate dishonorable discharge. This next one is a little bit complicated, but it has an explanation. Once accepted into Templar Council, PSN chat. Do not leave it. Templars shall not leave it. This is for administrative purposes because people jumping in and out sets a bad example, and it causes an administrative nightmare trying to keep up with people and get things organized like events and everything like that, and getting news to people. I spend way more time typing with my controller than I do out there helping you guys have a good time. Alright, the punishment for the first offense is administrative warning. Second offense, general discharge. Okay, which is not near as bad, and there will be a short definition glossary after all this. Discussion of religion and or politics in Templar Council or any other public Templar forum is prohibited. Because of this, we are a multinational, multicultural organization. So therefore, discussion of the aforementioned topics will inevitably lead to resentment, infighting, damage to morale, and damage to unity. Okay, which are things we do not need. We don't need our Templars fighting amongst themselves, you know, over a difference of opinion, you know, politics or religion. You know, you guys can discuss that in private all you want to, but do not discuss it in a public Templar forum of any kind. That means Facebook group, that means Templar Council, that means any of our side chats like the Neverwinter one, Officer Council, Speedy Templars,
Yep,
the other one you set up. Yeah, what was the other one you set up for to help with recruiting and everything until we get Project David running?
That's still the same thing.
Please?
That's Project Speedy Templars as well. That's the general chat for it.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. I didn't want to get it wrong. The punishment for this: first offense, administrative warning. Second offense, disciplinary tribunal with possibility of dishonorable discharge. Third offense, if you make it through disciplinary tribunal and do not get dishonorably discharged, if you do it again, the third offense will result in an immediate dishonorable discharge. Okay. Cheating is prohibited. That means no lag switches, no aim bots, none of that shit.
And when we do the commander hunt,
this shit,
one more thing. And when we're doing a commander hunt, no fucking stream sniping.
Exactly.
Looking at you
Good
there,
point.
Mr.
Thank you for bringing that up.
A.
We're not going to name no names, but
No, that's why I just said the initial.
A, and there's the one that started with a W that was collaborating.
Yeah,
we love you both, but don't do it anymore. Punishment for cheating: immediate dishonorable discharge. All right, this is a serious thing, so we're against cheating in all its forms. We play honor is a big important part of who we are as an order, you know. So, you know, cheating is definitely dishonorable, and you know it goes against everything we believe in. Next and last, final one, I believe it's the 9th. All Templars must attend tribunal, counseling, or disciplinary if called. Punishment: failure to attend tribunal will be considered an act of cowardice and result in immediate dishonorable discharge. Okay, if you have a legitimate reason you can't attend on the set date, like a death in the family, or you have to work, you know, you get called into work or something, that is okay, we can reschedule. But you must make us aware of that within, you know, at least 12 to 24 hours, you know.
If it's a last minute call into work, make sure you let us know before you take off.
Yeah, if it's a last minute call in, like you just got called and you got to be there in 30 minutes or some shit, shoot us a quick message. It only takes like 2 minutes to type, hey, I got called into work, can we please reschedule? And we will reschedule. We're reasonable people here. Officer Council's not out to them chop heads or them crack whips, okay? I mean, we haven't done any of that in the
it
past,
can
and
be
we're not going to
sometimes,
now.
but
I mean,
that's only jokingly.
well, every now and then the boot needs to be brought down, but that's why we have law.
Yeah.
You know, cowardice, we will not tolerate cowardice, okay? If you're too fucking chicken shit to face a tribunal, a fair tribunal, for your actions, then you're not fit to be a Templar.
And we have, in
The,
our entire life of the community, had only 2 acts of cowardice that we've had to deal with. Keep it at only 2.
Exactly. In 5 years, this November, it'll be 5 years. You know, we've only had 2. So let's keep it that way and not have any more. And you guys are great. Okay, I've got no complaints about our current roster of Templars. You guys are awesome. I'm proud to have you and proud to call you brothers and sisters. Definition, okay, administrative warning. What it means. Administrative warning is a private, formal message sent by me or executioner if I'm not there to the offending Templar, advising them of their misconduct and warning that the next offense will result in either tribunal or discharge dependent upon the offense as defined under Templar law. A reply is mandatory and must be sent within 72 hours of receipt of administrative warning. Failure to do so will be seen as cowardice and as grounds for dishonorable discharge. What is a tribunal? A lot of you may be wondering this because you've never had to face one. A tribunal is 3 officers and 1 or more mediators that sit to either counsel an offending Templar on their conduct or discipline an offending Templar for gross misconduct. Okay, during the proceedings, the offender will remain silent unless directly addressed by the tribunal and will be advised of the charges against him or her. After hearing the charges, the tribunal will allow the offender to explain their actions briefly. This means you got like 2 minutes, okay? I don't want any rambling speeches or shit like that. That's not what I mean by, briefly. At the end of tribunal proceedings, tribunal will pass judgment and issue appropriate punishment or conduct advice depending on the tribunal type. Failure to attend tribunal is an act of cowardice. This is deliberate failure. Okay, like I said before, if there's a real legitimate excuse, you need to let us know so we can reschedule it and you don't get branded as a coward, because that's a bad thing. And it's punishable as defined by Templar law. General discharge. What a general discharge is the Templar in question is discharged from the order with no public announcement, no public shaming, and may rejoin at a later date if officer council votes in favor. But now this has to be a unanimous vote across all of officer council, meaning every officer must vote in favor to let the Templar in question back in. It's got to be a unanimous thing. That's just how it has to be. Now, dishonorable discharge, that's a whole another mess of snakes right there.
Ooh,
the Templar in question is discharged from the order in disgrace. His or her crime shall be pushed publicly across all Templar media and forums. The Templar in question will be removed permanently from all Templar sections, banned permanently from all Templar media and forums, and unfriended and blocked by all Templars. Okay, these people, if they get a dishonorable discharge, you're not going to want to be friends with them anyway because they're scum. Okay, if you do something to earn yourself a dishonorable discharge, that means you're being a complete and total asshole and you don't belong amongst us. Okay, and we don't feel like you're ever going to change, or else you would have got a counseling tribunal instead of a disciplinary tribunal. So I feel like those are fair, easy to understand, and really easy to follow, and it goes with Templar conduct. Respect your fellow Templars. It means treat your fellow Templars with respect. Simple. Support your fellow Templars, meaning do your best to encourage your fellow Templars should they be experiencing unfortunate real-world circumstances or in-game frustrations as best as you can, Protect the weak. This means if you witness bullying, trolling, racism, etc., directed toward any player, Templar or otherwise, while you're in a game, it is your duty to speak up and defend the victim to the best of your ability. Okay, have the courage to say something about it. I mean, you don't have to sit there and argue with them forever. Just make sure you speak up and say something.
However, I will
Because
say
we don't
this,
just stand
there's
by
kind
and
of
let that shit
one
happen.
exception to that, and that is if the person kind of deserved it. Looking at those little
Like if they
squeakers who are all
started it or
arrogant.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're arrogant and they started it, yeah, they're use your own judgment. But it's pretty easy to tell if someone's being picked on for no reason other than they're just being picked on by some asshole troll. So then it's your duty to stand up and say something. Never just stand by and let it happen. You know, whoever you defend, they're going to remember that. They're going to remember who we are, and they may one day be a good Templar too. You know, we got a lot of recruits like that back in Dust. I saved a lot of people from local chat back in Dust 514, and that was one of the most brutal environments for anyone. I don't care how old you are.
Yeah, that community was fairly toxic for that shit.
Oh my God, it was more toxic than a barrel full of toxic waste, nuclear waste even. More Templar conduct is pretty easy. You guys, like I said, you guys do this shit already, just automatically. Respect our officers. This means our officers are carefully selected and have earned their position. I don't just pick out people that I like to promote to an officer position. I may not like all of our officers. You know, particularly, they're not my favorite buddies in the world. I don't go out drinking with them and stuff. I choose our officers because they've demonstrated the ability to lead, the ability to get the job done. They've demonstrated good Templar conduct, and they have freaking earned their position. You know, they've worked hard to get that position, and they didn't ask for it. I asked them. You know, so you know, I feel like those who seek power don't really deserve it. And you know, I try to choose officers with a lot of care and a lot of thought before I even present the prospect to them. So treat them with respect by avoiding insubordination, you know, and support their decisions. Don't be arguing with them about shit in front of other Templars. If you got a beef with another officer, come to me. Open door policy. Come to me. Tell me about it. Like I said, any complaints will stay anonymous. Your name will never be spoken. They'll never get it out of me. You know, executioner can witness this. You know, follow their orders on the field. Yeah, follow their orders on the field. You know, and they're not going to give you orders that are going to, you know, fuck up your game or make you have a bad time. They're trying to help you have the best time you can as a team. You know, win or lose, what's important is that we play as a team, not whether we win or whether we lose. It's whether we play as a team and we have fun doing it, you know. Speak to your officers, the officers, if you have questions, or to me, you know. We're all more than happy to answer any questions you might have, you know, about anything that we have knowledge of. So, yeah, you know, use your officers. They're there for you, you know, you to talk to. I mean, if you're having problems and need someone to talk to, there's officers there for that. You know, every one of them will listen with a kind ear. You know, they're all great guys and gals. You know, Boopinator 0914, Sister Boopinator 0914. She just got promoted to Neverwinter Section Chief because she volunteered for it and she really loves this game. So she's going to be holding formations every Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, US. And that may be adjusted depending on lag issues, if it's too bad to play or whatever. But she's got plans for that and everything. She's had leadership experience before. She's worked a lot of management jobs in her life, and she's really freaking good at it. She's really likable, and you can approach her just like any other officer. you know, and talk to her. She will listen. She's very kind-hearted. So, you know, you guys talk to your officers, you know. Act with honor. This means conduct yourself in an honorable fashion. We don't say honor and glory for nothing. It's not our motto for nothing.
Our motto is honor and glory, not honor and be a dickhead.
Exactly. It's not honor and then go be a dick everywhere else. Conduct yourself in an honorable fashion, in game and in the real world, because when you carry the Templar name, you represent the entire order, not just yourself. So keep that in mind. You know, we are a military order. We're not as militant as the actual military, but we are styled and structured after a military order. You know, think of it like, you know, warrior monks. You know, that's the closest analogy I can come up with that fits, because we don't go out seeking trouble, but we will put a stop to it.
You mean Shaolin monks?
Yeah, that's a good comparison, X. I like that.
Yeah, because that's what you just said. That's a Shaolin.
Yeah, defend the weak, expose trolls and cheaters with your broadcasts. Call them out. Never rage quit. See it through to the end, no matter how bad it gets. Don't rage quit, because that is just a pussy move, and it's just not cool. And don't blame the team for a defeat. If we get wrecked, it's not the team's fault, okay? It's just because it happened. You know, shit happens, and you know, just accept it and be cool about it, because next time we're gonna kick some ass, or you know, we'll come out even. You know, one way or the other. Like I said before, the important thing is that we play as a team, and that we respect each other and have a good time doing it. You know, and just be a good person in general. And that's it for Templar law and Templar conduct. I think it's pretty simple and pretty easy to follow. I don't know, X, what do you think?
Yeah, it's fairly easy and simple to follow. I haven't had any issues with it, and I haven't really even tried.
I think I covered it in depth, and most of you guys, like I said, do this already just because of the people you are. You know, you're good people, and that's why we have you. You know. Now on to my next talking point. I got to give Bulldog kudos for showing initiative.
Oh, I was gonna but yeah,
Bulldog, okay. Yeah, he started a formation when I wasn't there to do it. I can't remember if I was sick that day, or I had a doctor's appointment or something. Or
yeah, me and Way were doing something else together, that I know.
Yeah, and you know, Bulldog just stepped right up and got the formation going, and I'm really proud of him. I have to give him kudos for it. So way to go, brother Bulldog. You know, that kind of initiative, all you guys should do that. I mean, if you see that something's supposed to happen, an event, and it's not, and nobody has started it, go ahead and get it started. You know, gather as many other Templars as you can, and go ahead and start up a party and get it started anyway. Stream it, you know, so the rest of us that missed out can watch it later. It's great for keeping our activity going and preventing stagnation. When we got people
we're starting to get
bored
close to that right now.
Yeah, we're on a little thin ledge, you know, walking around between activity and stagnation, you know. So,
and this isn't just for the members. That does include the officers.
Yes, it does. The officers have been just as guilty, but you know, we've discussed ways to improve this. We are currently implementing ways to improve this, and that'll be covered a little later on in this video. We did have a special Father's Day Planet Side 2 formation. It's on my YouTube, I know for sure, which is Warpigs A281, WARPIGS A281. Now, if you have a YouTube channel and you're a Templar, be sure you let me know about it. Send it to me in a private message so I can link you to it. That way, you know, you guys get more views and more subscribers that way. I get more views and more subscribers that way. And people know about us. We can get more recruits that way. We're already starting to draw a lot of interest and viewer participation from it. And from some really great guys. I mean, and that's another thing. We've had the landmark 75th PlanetSide 2 formation. If you haven't watched that video, watch it. It's fucking hilarious. We exposed Goon Squad as the switch bitches they are, and
Oh, so
it is
bad
just
for
it is bonkers. The weird shit that happened. I mean, I can't even describe it. You have to see it for yourself so you can laugh. And we beat them anyway. We whooped their asses anyway. It was it was awesome. No matter how bad they lagged, they still couldn't win. And we were playing fair. And we've had viewer participation in PlanetSide 2 formations. Tapaya. They're too young to be Templars yet, but these guys are good kids. They are good teammates. They don't complain. They are calm under stress. So, you know, I consider them welcome to join in our formations. You know, they're not your typical screaming squeaker, you know. Tapaya and Robert in particular, we've got a few more lined up, Chosen, Lavendel, you know, there's a few more, and they're forming the seed of what is going to become Project David recruitment / ally chat. Project David will live again. For those of you in Dust 514, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you who were not there for Dust 514, Project David was named after David and Goliath and was intended at first to take the weak and the unsure that kept getting their asses stomped and teach them how to work together to stomp back. In essence, turning lambs into lions.
Occasionally it was a shit show doing that, but it happens.
Yeah, occasionally, but you know, that's training. But you know, eventually it grew into a massive allied chat, and we even had a dev in there for about a week.
Yeah, I remember that. He was actually in our...
remember that?
Yeah, he was actually in our main... was it corporation as well? Can't remember the fucking name for them.
No, he audited Project David for a little while.
He was also in our main corporation for about... Yeah, he was in our main corporation for about 3 days, and then went solely Project David.
Yeah, he did join the Corps for a little while just to see what we were about and everything, because he was the one that... I can't remember his name, but he was the one that if you had a like an issue with the game and how it worked, you went and talked to him.
Yeah.
And I talked to him so much and explained to him what we were doing and everything that he just had to check it out for himself. And I want to see that live again because it was great for growth. It was great for activity. We had so many people. We were having a queue sync to get everybody in the battle at the same time. I mean, it was amazing. I want to announce contest winner. For the contest that I announced last time, brother Rev, outstanding job and congratulations for winning the Neverwinter Guildhall Stronghold building contest with the most donations at like I think fucking 80 something compared to the most that anyone else had was like 12, not counting myself and Sister Boopinator.
Yeah, I think that was me for 12. Not sure. I don't
either
remember.
you or Wayward.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Alpha Wolf had a few. I mean, there were donations, but he had by far the most, besides myself and Boopinator. He got, among other things, a Time War's Lucky Enchantment Rake 4. That's a dope enchantment right there. It drops a bag of loot for killing enemies. Like every few enemies you kill, it drops this awesome little loot bag that could have anything from money to enchantments in it. He got a vanity item, the Summer Festival headwear that I'm wearing right now on my head. He
Can't
got
really see
that.
it, but it is there.
Yeah, it
Camera
looks like
zoomed
a
out too
Caesar
far.
crown.
Yeah, there it is. I
Yeah,
got to zoom in right.
nice. It looks like a Caesar's crown. You know, like a crown of laurels. Baby, hold on a minute, honey. I'm doing the monthly review. Would you please allow me to finish it? Okay. Now,
I don't want to say I was
he
waiting
did
for
not
that,
have
but
to craft that himself. I hope that didn't come too much. Um,
no, what she said
I
didn't come
tried
through
to
at all.
okay, I tried to check the PSN records for the complete list of everything he won, but he won a lot of good stuff. Um, I won the fireworks display video display contest because nobody else entered. That's what you
I
get when you
tried
don't
it.
participate.
I tried it. It would not let me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the winning video was my Interstellar Templars Let It Die 4th of July
No,
ultraviolet
I know what it
fireworks
is.
display.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
nothing.
but
I
nobody
had
else
nothing
did.
I could record it on, and all the other games where there was explosions, my system was just like, yeah, no, we're not gonna let you play them.
Oh, that sucks, bro. Well, you know, it could have been a real fireworks display too, or anything else like
Like I said,
that.
I have nothing
You
to actually
know,
record with, so camera don't work.
with a camera. Oh, that sucks. Okay,
Yep.
well, yeah, you got a good excuse. Sorry, bro. Um, but that's in my. If you go to my channel, the main channel for us that I mentioned before, it's in the Let It Die Gore and Glory playlist. The action starts around 16 minutes in. I'm pretty much a noob at the game during that video, so I'm throwing items to cook them and picking up unneeded armor. I don't know how to lock on. Just
Mhm.
don't know how to cook critters by shooting them with the firework gun. I only had 3 fighters at the time, but it's still a good fireworks video. Um, PlanetSide 2 post-formation shenanigans are extremely popular. We have them almost every formation. Bulldog's been winning these past few ones. He's getting really good at it. He got tired of getting shot in the face every time. Um, Ongoing events. Elite Dangerous banner contest is still going on. You need to tell Brother Wayward, what you would like to see as a banner from Elite Dangerous. Like if you want to see like a massive space battle or a beautiful nebula, or you know, uh, a space station, a busy spaceport, whatever you want to see, you know, submit it to Brother Wayward. That way, you know, Officer Council can vote on the best one out of the pictures he takes, and that one will become a banner, and whoever's idea it was will, you know, get credit for it, and their name will be on the banner. So, you know, we have a new banner like on a semi-monthly basis, and it's released on the Facebook group and in Templar Council whenever I can remember to.
Yeah, and if
We're
it's not
still
monthly, it's
doing,
bi-monthly normally.
yeah. It just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I just don't feel like editing
Yeah.
stuff. Ignore that black box.
I was about to address the
We'll
same
respond
thing.
to that later.
Yep.
um,
He knows I
we're
did post a
still
message in the chat, by the
doing,
way.
yeah, roger that. We're still doing the PlanetSide 2 Galaxy and Valkyrie infill exfil training. We've been doing really good with the Galaxy infill and exfil. We need to start practicing with the Valkyrie as well. But we did really good on Hawson with the Galaxy, doing infill exfil.
You got a Galaxy to
low
work on
flying.
Hawson. How the hell? With the amount of freaking trees that
Wayward
stupid
had the
swamp
stick,
has.
bro. The
Either way.
TREE anti-air devices could not stop him. It was good. It was really good. We kicked some ass that day. The Neverwinter Challenge, that is still a thing. Okay, if I post up Neverwinter Challenge and show a picture of me somewhere, you know, hopped up on some odd, hard to reach place, it is possible to jump up there. And if you take a picture of yourself up there, you know, you're participating in the challenge. You know, please participate in it. It's a fun thing to do. It'd be great, it would be great for the Neverwinter section. You know, PlanetSide 2 Commander Hunt's still a thing. We just need to have enough people on to do it. Yeah, I need to have at least one on the prey team and at least 4 on the hunting team. So that means at least 6 people. So we have to have at least 6 participants for that to happen. And we need to plan it about a week in advance, if possible. If not, you know, 2 days in advance. You know, like if you want to do it, and you need to tell me a week in advance, or on Saturday. Events going active that are still to come. We're still planning to have a Blacklight Templar clash in domination mode, just a private match between Templars, where we just shoot that ever-loving hell out of each other and have a good time with it.
Which game is that going to be on?
Blacklight Retribution.
Okay.
I still want to have a Paladins party. Get all of us in a team on Paladins and just wreck, you know. Cross out Thunderdome. Get us all a cross out section together, and everybody just go in and destroy the enemy.
If you don't have cross out, please get it. It's an awesome game. You build your own card and you shoot people with, for crying out loud.
It's like playing with Mad Max's Legos. That's the best way I can explain that.
If you like the Fallout and the Twisted Metal games, you'll like it.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you like Twisted Metal, you'll fucking love it. Day of the Dreadnought. We need to have a day where, and we've already tested this and we had a lot of fun with it. Day of the Dreadnought, where we play for like 2 or 3 hours and rotate out squad members every hour, because it's stupid and only lets us have 3 squad members so far.
Yeah, that's annoying as hell. Hopefully they fix it.
It is annoying, but yeah, I still want to do that event. And we still need to do the War Thunder target designation training.
Yep, but you've got to get War Thunder back.
Well, I need volunteers for that.
Yeah, we haven't.
I'm still too salty at War Thunder.
You're still the only one willing, but it's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for those who say that it's hard to kill tanks in War Thunder because you have to remember exact locations for modules, no, you don't. What you have to remember is don't shoot at the front of a tank. Shoot the sides, the turret ring,
and for this event,
or the rear. And for this event, it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm flying in a plane airstrike.
Yeah, you don't even need to shoot them. All you need to do is tell X where they are.
And watch out for the 1,000-pound bombs. That's it.
Yeah, just spot one from a distance, tell them pretty much what grid square they're in, and he'll go kill them. And that's an exercise in teamwork right there, and we really need to do that. So I need volunteers for that. Somebody please do that. I would like to see that happen. I'd like to watch the video of it. I'm still too salty at the game because I can't see jack shit to shoot it.
Once naval battles are released to the public, I'm going to be doing the same thing, but instead of tanks and planes, it's going to be, well, boats and planes.
Yeah, boats. I'm more fun with that. Now, I've already mentioned that Templar Brotherhood as a name has now been changed to Templar Order by decree, but, you know, unofficial vote. We got an unofficial majority to reflect gender diversity. The honorifics brother and sister shall be used as per routine. You know, sections will retain their established names. So in Neverwinter, it's still going to be the Templar Brotherhood for the guild, so on and so forth. You know, any Templar sections will retain their names. We're not going to have to change any section names. Project David Reborn, which will just be Project David, but in its nascent state right now, while we're still discussing it and we have yet to vote on it completely. In the next officer meeting,
my earpiece fell out. What did you just say? What's been going up for vote?
Oh, Project David
Oh, right,
Reborn.
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah, to reestablish it. It'll just be Project David again.
Yeah.
But for right now, the idea, I'm referring to it as Project David Reborn, it's ready for deployment. We have memberships seated already in there from YouTube viewers. There's no age limit. As it's a way to pre-screen members, potential members before they're accepted. And I'll be doing pre-screening myself.
I'll be helping with that
as best of my ability. Candidates that are old enough to become Templars. Thank you. I would like any officers that are willing to help with that to the best of their ability. Yeah, just screening, you know, just to make sure that we need to put a buffer between Templar Council and just adding people in, because it's been a problem in the past with people just not staying around, or, you know, not being the right kind of candidates.
Yeah.
And you know, we have a real hard time removing people that need to be removed, because currently there's no way to do so. So we really need that, and we need a place for people that are too young but are still good team players to be affiliated with us and be allies until they are old enough, because by the time they get old enough, you know, they'll probably want to join. Members younger than 16 are not to be admitted to Templar Council or the Templar Order, but will be considered allies until their 16th birthday, whereby they will become eligible for acceptance into the Templar Order and associated chat sections and communities. I'd also like to propose the creation of a Templar Junior Battalion or something similar to it for PlanetSide 2 across all factions, for aspiring Project David members that are too young to belong to the Templar Order, but they want to be associated with us and they want to play with us, you know. That way they can have their own outfit, because we can't accept them into the outfit and, you know, not accept them into the Templar Order. It'd be,
yeah, that wouldn't be cool.
Contradiction. Yeah,
that'd be
a contradiction.
I have my own thing I would like to put up for vote as well, but I'll let you finish your stuff. I just thought of it now, actually.
Okay, yeah, it would take the form of PlanetSide 2 outfits bearing the Templar Junior Battalion name or something similar to that, whatever we can get, and an associated tag, you know, or the closest possible outfit name, whatever we can get. This will be a slow process with slow growth, and members must be pre-screened and accepted into Project David to become members of any junior battalion outfit. So they have to get into Project David first and be accepted to that before they can be added to any PlanetSide 2 outfit that's affiliated with us. Did you have something to add, Brother X?
Not to that. Mine's a totally different topic.
Oh, go ahead with it. You need to put your voice into.
Alright. I would like to propose making Rainbow Six Siege a new section, as I now know how cheap it actually is, because I went price hunting the other day just out of boredom. The game is $24 Canadian. Canadian $24. It's cheap as fucking dirt. Don't buy it on PlayStation Store. You'll be paying out your ass. Buy it the disc copy if you want it cheap. But I would like to put that up for vote.
I second that, because I'm in favor, because there's a lot of you guys already have it. Okay, I know AE does.
Yeah, AE has it, I have it. I'm not, Bulldog has it. I'm not sure who else though right now.
I thought Wayward used to, or
yeah, I think he owns it. I think he owns it, but he doesn't have it on his system.
Yeah, I mean, you can always re-download
I know Chaos Dragon has it as well, but again, doesn't have it on his system. He wasn't a fan of it. He tried it, so I'll give him credit for that one.
He might like it better, though, with a Templar squad.
Possibly.
Things are always better with a good team than with a bunch of randoms, you know.
Oh, and one other thing, we here do understand that some of you prefer games with a story mode. So if the game doesn't have a story mode and you're not a fan for that reason, we're not going to force it upon you.
Oh, no. no, we're never going to force anything on anyone, but we do want some kind of participation. I mean, even if it's just, you know, talking in chat or, you know, posting up pictures from your games of cool stuff that you've done, you know. I mean, even little things like that keep us active and keep us just that much further away from stagnation, which is a bad thing. And I'll tell you what, I will keep this order alive as long as I can breathe and speak. So,
and I'm no different.
As long as Brother X is alive too, you know, and if something happens to me, Brother X will keep it running too. So, no matter what happens, we're going to be around. We just need to get a little jet fuel in our rockets. Achievements this month. We got the Neverwinter Guild Hall built.
Which we're standing in right now.
Open beta launched. Yep, we're standing in it right now. There's not a lot in here yet, but
no,
you know, there'll be statues one of these days. The first a Dreadnought open beta launched, and the first Templar deployment was a resounding success. We had a lot of fun. We kicked a lot of ass.
However, we did discover Corvettes are really overpowered in that game, and for the love of fuck, Greybox, please nerf them. It's unbearable.
Yeah, I call them noob canoes. The Facebook group has been updated to reflect the current state of the Templar Order. The files that were updated were the Comms Unity Standard, the battle anthems, the battle anthems that were added, the new ones, all good thing, invincible by all good things and ready for this. Also get up and never surrender, no man left behind, all by all good things. Soldiers by otherwise, pieces and let it burn by red, Gunslinger by Avenged Sevenfold, Death Before Dishonor and Got Your Six by Five Finger Death Punch.
And there will be more added. Sorry to interrupt you, but there will be more added to the list at any given time if we see it's fit.
Oh, absolutely. Feel free to suggest them too, guys. Thunderstruck by AC/DC, and Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins. The tags were updated. The description was updated. There was a new banner created. The official YouTube channel was streamlined, and associated Templar and relevant intel channels like training channels and stuff were linked via featured channels. You can find them under there.
Speaking of, for the YouTube channels, speaking of though, about the YouTube channels, any Templars who change their YouTube channel name, you must inform either me or Tried what the new change is, so it can be updated.
Yeah, that way we can make sure you're linked. You know, we don't need links to dead channels. We want links to the channels that you're doing cool stuff on. You know, channels that were linked via featured channels were currently, and this is going to grow. Alpha Wolf is that's a Templar channel. Templars Alpha, which is a Templar channel. I believe that one is AE's. Wayward Poet, a Templar channel. Cerberus Executioner, that would be yourself, Templar channel. Thunderbolt from Dust 514. I linked him because he mentioned us in one of his Dust 514 videos back in the day. He gave us a shout out, and he was a really popular Dust 514 YouTuber back when we were all on Dust 514. Yeah, and he was really, really famous for exposing cheaters and laggers and not giving a shit.
He joined us a couple times for that shit too, I think.
Yeah, he did. He joined us a few times. He plays PlanetSide 2 as well, but I haven't had the chance to speak to him about squadding up or anything. And he's got a tendency nowadays to kind of talk about political stuff and
that's a little bit of an issue for us.
Civic things and things like that, which
Which
I
is
linked
fine, but it's just not
Renzor's
for our
channel.
community.
Yeah, that's not. It doesn't really fit with us. But I linked him out of respect for, you know, how he mentioned
Past
us. It
achievements,
was a
yeah.
shout out for a shout out. You know. I linked Renzor because his channel has excellent PlanetSide 2 training. You want to know something about PlanetSide 2? You want to get better at it? Watch Renzor's videos. They're PC videos, but they all apply, and the tactics apply to any first-person shooter. So
granted, the controls will be different due to being PC, and some of the tactics themselves will be applied differently.
You know, he doesn't even really mention controls. What he mentions is tactics.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the general controls that we see on the screen will be different, but the general tactics,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they apply.
Yeah, I linked the Angry Joe show because he gives honest game reviews. Well, he did until he took a 2-month break because he's pissed off at YouTube right now. But
everybody's pissed off at YouTube right now.
Tank of All, which is to pay his channel for viewer loyalty. I linked him, and more of the viewers that have participated will be linked as soon as I get their YouTube channels and I get
I can give you.
Do it.
I'll give you Chaos Dragons after we're done here.
Yeah, please do. Just send it to me in a PM. Flynn, you want information about Warframe? That's the dude to watch. His training videos for Warframe are outstanding. They will teach you everything you need to know about Warframe as a new player, and stuff you never even that you didn't know as an experienced player. Any Warframe player can benefit from watching Offline stuff. The guy
I'll be providing
outstanding at it.
Yeah, I'll be providing another channel after we're done here to try to be updated. It is for War Thunder because there's a guy who gives decent tactics on that one. He'll take reviews. Well. He'll take replays that other people send him and explain what they do and such.
Need to rotate my throne a little bit before I get logged out for activity. All right.
Yeah,
just give me the warning. I'm sitting here staring at my laptop instead of just paying attention to the screen.
I've been rotating the screen
and yeah, there's more. There'll be more featured channels coming soon. It's going to be a big list. I'd like to remind everybody that Project Speedy Templars exists. If you like to race, or if you just like to have fun driving cars fast and, you know, talking the occasional friendly shit to each other.
And Crossout is a part of that section before anyone says anything.
Yeah, it is. And talk to Brother X, you know? It's just there
talk
for
to either
fun
me
and
or Tenchi. Wandering Tenchi is one of our assistants on that.
Gets back.
Yeah, Tenchi's been dealing with a few things on his end.
Yeah, give him a quick rundown of what it's all about, X.
Well, episode 2 of doing that. Project Speedy Templars. Yeah, I know. Project Speedy Templars is our expansion project. We are trying to diversify ourselves in the gaming area instead of just doing all hardcore tactical-based games. For example, PlanetSide 2 and I guess Rainbow. I'll use that as an example. We're going to be more laid back, more relaxed, and it's just going to be more fun. Less strictness, basically, when playing the game.
Yeah, like a place that Templars can go and just plain have fun, you know, and have a good time with each other, and not worry about whether you win or lose, or what kind of tactics you're doing, or even working as a team because you're racing your own car. You can just relax and have a good time, joke around, and just hang out, you know. So I urge participation, you know, for anyone that's even remotely interested. Do check it out. It's a cool thing. It's good for relaxation. We all need a break from, you know, the stress of battle every once in a while. You know, even Neverwinter here can stress you out.
Especially lately with the lag. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the lag's been a bad problem lately. It's not all server lag. A lot
Ooh,
of it
nosebleed,
is
nice.
lag switches invading and stealing, attempting to steal jobs, and it happens because a lot of people congregate when it's system lag. It's a lot of people congregating in Protector's Enclave instead of in their guild stronghold where they should be, like we are. There's no lag at all in here.
No, there never is though.
Yeah, yeah. As mentioned before, we've had some complacency among the officers. Not all of them, you know, but a few of them.
A good chunk of them.
Regarding participation in this monthly review. I wasn't supposed to do it this time. It's supposed to be on a rotation. You guys were supposed to get a different officer this time. Now Joe offered to do it. But,
so did Genki.
You know,
Genki offered as well.
He had to work, and so did Genki, and so did Wayward. But you know, all of them, you know, were either sick or
didn't have any
didn't
info.
have all the information that they needed.
Yeah, like I asked 3 times for info on that, and I got nothing in response. That is unacceptable.
Yeah. So to our officers, if someone asks you, if another officer is asking for information for something like this, you know, that we're going to be doing on a regular basis, speak up. Okay?
Anything you deem important to our community is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, even small stuff, you know, anything you can think of. I mean, updates, whatever, you know, stuff that happened, you know, just any little thing helps. Just speak up and say something, you know. Don't just ignore it completely. Okay, I don't ask a lot out of my officers, so I don't think it's too much to ask you guys. I'm blaming the lateness of the review release on this. Okay?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's entirely why. There was just no info.
Yeah, just lack of information, and you know, I think people were maybe confused about what kind of information to provide, but just any kind of information pertaining to the Templar Order at all is welcome. Anything that can help Executioner here build up, you know, notes, or you know, help the Templar that's doing the interview, such as myself, have information to work off of, so they can have talking points ready and waiting to go. That's why I'm able to do this. Otherwise I'd be stuttering all over the place and not know what the hell I'm talking about. I'd also like to encourage all Templars to stream their content. When you're working with other Templars and you're playing with another Templar, stream it. I mean, even if you guys get your asses beat, it doesn't matter. Just stream that video. Make yourself a YouTube channel and stream that video. It's easy. It's that they don't charge you jack shit to make a YouTube channel, so just stream it up, you know, or Twitch. It doesn't matter, whichever you prefer. You know, respond to viewer comments when viewers comment, you know, because this can generate growth. If you respond to their comments, you know, if they're positive comments and stuff and they seem genuinely interested, they're going to remember that, and they might want to know more about us, and they might want to join us. And so even you can help generate growth just by streaming, you know, yourself and another Templar, even if it's just 2 of you guys, you know, playing a game together.
And even if it is something you can't say, if you can't say a response in your stream, for example, you're playing Rainbow Six Siege, because that requires a lot of callouts. You have to tell enemy positions constantly. If you can't say something in response, type it in your own chat. People obviously read it. If they're typing in the chat to ask you something, they're gonna read your response in the chat. So don't just you know, be silent and ignore it. Just try to type something.
Yeah, most of you guys can type with one hand on your phone anyway. You know,
that's what I was doing last night.
And if you get the opposite kind of viewers that pop in and say inappropriate shit, call them the fuck out.
Call them out, insta-kick them.
Insta-kick them, tell them to get the fuck out of your channel, you know, out of your stream, and never return, you know, because You don't need that kind of stress, and neither do we. And the best way to do it is to stomp on it like it's the biggest, ugliest spider you've ever seen.
And to make that job easier, set up yourself some admins for your YouTube chat streams. I've got a couple. One of them is Chaos Dragon.
Yeah, that can help. Have another Templar brother monitor your streams for people like that, so you don't have to take time out from your stream to get rid of them.
Yep.
But you know, that also promotes teamwork amongst Templars. A good example of inappropriate comments was someone came into my stream when I was streaming PlanetSide 2 with one of my viewers, and it was a younger guy, and they came in and they said, "Fuck the NC." And I immediately told them, "Listen, man, either keep it PG-13 or, you know, get the hell out of my stream." And there was the other guy that you were in that stream, and he said something that I will not repeat because it was sexually explicit and disgusting.
That was not cool.
I immediately told him to get the fuck out of it. It's in the formation videos if you want to dig to them and find it. And I would like to, as a closing statement to this review, I'd like to remind our PlayStation 3 brothers that they are not forgotten and are still valuable members of the Templar Order.
My PS3...
I urge you guys... Go ahead.
My PS3 is hooked up constantly at all times. If you want to say play Battlefield 4, just shoot me a message. I'll hop on. It's sitting right there. Yeah, mine's never unplugged. All I gotta do is plug the controller into it and I'm good to go.
Oh, geez, yeah. And Brother Sands is always on there. Jimmy Kudo 420. That's Brother Bloody Sands.
You're gonna give me his PSN because I don't have that, by the way.
Jimmy Kudo 420.
You just message me, because I'm not gonna be able to remember that.
I'll message it to you. But that's Brother Bloody Sands. He's our Facebook group administrative officer. So I'd like to urge you guys to play together. There's going to be a creation of a news chat channel that only I will be a member of as far as our PlayStation 4 Templars, because last time I did it, I had a hell of a time getting everyone to leave because they were spamming the hell out of you guys, and I know you can't leave chat groups on the PlayStation 3.
You can't even reply into chat groups on the PlayStation 3, actually.
Exactly.
The replies go to individuals.
All it will be for is to send out news to all you guys if it's important news, and announce and announce any kind of cross events, like if we're going to hook up the PS3s, like X said, for some Battlefield 4 or something. If he sets up a day, that way I could let you guys know, or changes in the order itself. Big changes, important stuff. I'm not going to spam you guys or anything. I just want to be able to maintain contact with our PS3 brothers, because I don't want them to feel abandoned. Even the ones that are absent because they're going to college or they have a job, like Brother Shabing is a firefighter. Doesn't exactly have a lot of free time on his hands.
No.
And Brother Clazar, who is in college
right
and
now,
working his ass off at the same time. I want you guys to know that you will always be Templars, and your place is always here and waiting for you. You're not forgotten and thrown away in a dark corner somewhere. And on that, I wanted to say honor and glory, guys, and thank you for watching this. And it's been a great month, and next month is going to be even greater. So keep up the good work, and that's all I got. You got anything else to add, Brother X?
Nope, that's it for me too, guys. Honor and glory. And officers, remember to give me your freaking info when I ask for it this time, please. That was a pain in the balls to deal with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to
My system is fucked up, so I'm a little out of the loop.
So. Yeah, do give info to Brother X if you ask for it, because he's not going to ask just to be asking.
No.
But on that, honor and glory, guys, and that will be the end of this month in review broadcast. So
thanks for joining us.
Out.
Yep. See ya.